The secret to chess is not moving, by the way. That is one of the little known secrets. Not moving, more thinking. See everything about your possible destination before you move. Always look back and see what you could have done better, what you were planning on doing, and what succeeded, what worked, and what didn't. Always look back at your games, review, and learn. Studying the game in its entirety is the way to go. You have to develop all parts of your game equally in order to increase in strength, because opponents are going to be weak in various areas of the game. And if you can win 2 out of 3 of the areas of the game, then like on American Idol or any of those voting survivor shows, you will move on to the next phase. If they're attacking your rooks, threaten a queen. If they're attacking your queen, threaten checkmate and pawn. And in all cases, you can counterattack with check as an in-between move. Counterattack, the #1 tool, recommended by grandmasters.
It's really all about your diet. You know, you are what you study. And if you study great players, you play great chess. Playing blitz with Hikaru Nakamura, or regularly playing blitz with someone who literally shows you glaringly what you're doing wrong, like that. There is no substitute for the old-fashioned, just getting slapped across the face when you make the mistake. Just no substitute.
The problem is that right now, I believe that Ron is the better player, and nothing's going to change that. The only person that can change that is right here. If you honestly put anyone on a pedestal, then you're already going to have an experience. You're going to have some difficult experiences against opponents. If you put anyone on a pedestal, then you might as well just hang it up, because you're not going to be able to beat them. You have to take the bull by the horns, find their faults. They are human like anyone else. And that's all you have to do, is raise yourself up. A certain comfort zone soar toward playing correctly, grabbing space, an equal amount of space, having equal chances to win, not letting yourself fall behind in any manner, way, shape, or form by gambiting a pawn unsoundly, like in the Stafford Gambit, but simply playing good chess. So many people out there who are... Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, grasshoppers. Just realized I'm also a little low on coffee, but we are going to accept those that have been waiting patiently in the background. Rion Chessmaster 2023. What is that? Oh, that's his rating. I did not realize they showed the ratings like that. That's very cute. So we are doing a little bit of a Simul and study. I have not used my Simul and study
username Van Sharma.
Van Sharma, thank you for being here. And thank you for subscribing on YouTube. Really, it's the best way to support all of these streams.
How can I join now?
Let's see. A second. Let's put the Simul link up. 1 second.
Hi.
Simul link here. That way we can pin it in all streams for the most part. And I will make sure that you are in. I am hoping for a few new subscribers on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube, ideally. We have been growing since we started the Summer Swiss. More people interested in playing very serious chess. Jaggy Master, Van Sharma, got you. It would be nice if everyone introduced themselves like you did, even though I asked for it. I don't expect it because most people just don't read. For example, over here it says that the Simul on stream will start at 10:15. But
Okay.
can you imagine how many people will come in and ask me what time does the Simul start? I agree that it's not always easy to notice.
Can you become my chess coach?
I would love to help you out. By the way, a coach and coaching does not necessarily mean trainer or necessarily a teacher. A coach is basically someone who guides you through various decision-making processes on your way to becoming a better whatever you choose to be doing. So, ironically, coaching also involves psychology, preparation and planning, elimination of bad habits, recommendations for study, recommendations for independent study, things like that. I can't tell you how many times over the years people have not followed
You're
the
back.
I can't tell you how many times over the years people have not followed the recommendations. So if I say, start with this player if you want to study with world champions, then they come back to me and ask me for the same advice in a month, and I say the same thing, and they say, oh yeah, I haven't done that yet. The hard part is getting to it. Veritas 111. Interestingly enough, I should put a limit on the rating to a certain extent that is going to be present, but what are you doing now to study to improve your chess? Gyandra Sharma. Relatively happy that we're up to 774 on the... Be lovely if we could get to 777. I should set it as a stream YouTube goal. 777 or 780. We will start at 10:15, or if we reach 780 subscribers on Twitch, we will start early. I'm sorry, on YouTube. 780 or 3 subscribers on Twitch. 3
When
subscribers.
will you start the Simul?
There you go. Way overdue. I didn't pin the chat now that I think about it. The Simul pin message.
$7.45.
7:45. Now it says actually on the page, for me it says 10:15 for my time, and you can see my time in the bottom right hand corner of the screen below the chat box. I show you my local time, and obviously we will start the simul earlier if we reach 780. Is that a reasonable destination? Or 3 monetary subscriptions on Kick and or Twitch. If we were to reach 3 physical, let me test the widgets because they weren't working before. Let's see, here's the subscription widget. So that's a subscription. Good. The sound alerts are working. I've been trying to
Sir,
replace
I am a
these.
self-taught player and I don't do so many puzzles and I do T-study so many openings, but I hit play lots of game and analysis in deep IM 2100 rapid.
Nice. What is your high score on the most realistic simulation of real-time puzzle study? Is the puzzle streak. I'm just going to run over there for one moment, by the way, after I take Varun Sharma back. Every time you leave, ironically, it sometimes kicks you out, but I will make sure that everybody's in, and I give everybody a full minute plus warning right before the Simul's about to start, so that we don't have to worry about it. Puzzle streak, for example, is one of the best ways under puzzle streak, because it demonstrates real world situations from real games in a variety of ways.
Hola.
So for example, already this is a little bit of a trick. Rook to e2 is what appeals to me in this position. Rook f2.
My high in puzzle streak is only 59.
Takes, king takes, queen d1, or queen takes. I'm torn here, but I believe that this is the correct answer. And before I skip to the next puzzle on this one, I need to see what's going on here. Now, rook f2. Yes, I was planning on rook e1, rook f1, rook on c to e8. Very nice. And I usually recommend doing about 5 of these per day. It really does work out well if you do 5 of these per day. It looks like we're picking up a rook, or checkmating, depending on how he wishes to go about it. So had he gone into the corner, this would have been the Arabian mate, but instead we're going to pick up the rook. And my high score on this is 95. And I do believe that my rating is much lower than yours, so you should be able to reach in the 80s.
Dejan.
Paul 184, nicely done with 59. Saro MC, nice to see you. Saro Master Chess, I'm just going to assume that MC stands for Mastering Chess. Lauren JW, how are you? So for the moment, I just have to relieve myself of this pin so that I can take the rook on c5 by removing the defender, which is the defending tactic. And in this particular instance, we're just going to deliver the discovery for checkmate. So getting back to our Simul, because it actually drops off if we're not careful. So the first thing that you can probably do on a day-to-day basis is try to do 10 to 20 puzzle streaks. You don't have to do them, by the way. You do not have to do them all in one day.
What to do, and I am doing right or wrong. It helps me a lot. I don't have a guide. I need you very badly, please.
Well, that's what we're here for. I don't know about very badly. I feel like a lot like blue cheese.
I feel a lot like blue cheese. Objectively, I'm a little off color and under the weather, but it's adding a lot of flavor to my personality.
So, for example, when I go back to the puzzle streak, it starts right where it left off, provided that you are in the same browser, because the browser cache really does remember what's going on. So we run 3+2 blitz events, 5+5 rapid events. I'm actually debating whether or not the 2+1 bullet events really need to be there, or if I do them in the evenings for the American audience. That's what I was considering, doing them in the evenings, doing an evening stream for the American audience, either at 9:30 or 10 p.m., the degenerate American audience. So if I do it around 10 p.m. my time, that will be 7 p.m. California time.
I have 12. I play pretty badly, so let's see what I can do in the Simul.
You have 12 on Puzzle Streak? That's not a bad start. So basically, in the Puzzle Streak objectives, you will need to basically pay attention to the details of the position. What are the threats? Which are the worst and best placed pieces? Sometimes you can actually improve your worst placed piece a few times.
Can you play a chess game with me, PLSSSS?
That is what we're here for. I hope you're in the Simul. You're Vashran
Hello.
Van Sharma. Vance Sharma. We're going to be starting in roughly 20 minutes. We're just building. Building. You have to be in Team Master Chess Dojo, Rapid, and Classical. That's all there is to it.
I'll just watch the Simul.
No. There's no reason for you to just watch. This is a lot like watching Netflix in order to become good at something. You have to get into the pool. You have to try your best. Right, Lauren? Lauren will kick my ass. That's what she's worried about. Indeed you have.
I've improved so much that I should be giving a Simul with you involved, haha.
That's the attitude that I want.
I'm the guy with 800 ELO. I'm gonna get crushed in 2 moves.
I have to actually make sure that I'm not giving a lesson until 11:30-ish. Where are we? And what does it all mean? We will start the Simul earlier for 780 on YouTube. We're only at 774, so 6 more subscribers on YouTube. And or 3 physical subscriptions on Twitch or Kick. We will start the Simul earlier.
Did you hear the one about the happy potato? He was a bit chipper.
The happy potato. So that was 628. That was last week. We're already up to 15. This is turning into a good day and a good time for the Simul.
Hey, any tips for reaching 1900 FIDE from 1500?
Any tips?
What did the potato say to the tailor? Can you clean my jacket?
Very nice. That is a potato peeling joke and a half, right? So I'm the guy with 800 ELO. I'm going to get crushed in 2 moves. I'm not sure if we completely understand how chess works. If you think you're actually going to lose in 2 moves. I don't believe that you're actually going to lose in 2 moves. Not at all. I am going to try to get coffee. That much is true. Before we start, I am going to try to get coffee. So you should be studying.
Off to get coffee, possibly also to use the facilities? BRB.
You should be studying a certain amount.
Off to get coffee, possibly also to use the facilities?
Matcha Latte Bob is
BRB.
back.
Smiley
He is
face,
going to
smiley
improve his
face,
score.
smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. Off to get coffee, possibly also to use the facilities? BRB. Smiley face. I have lost 102 USCF rating points this year. At least I can lose only 101 more. Then I will be at my floor.
Well, that's a tremendous goal to go for, honestly. To go
Why
for
host
being
time
at your
50
floor.
minutes?
I'm not
Hello.
entirely sure why we are going for our floor. Wait, there are no
So is he
matching
gonna play the
emotes.
fool's mate just to actually lose in 2 moves, lol?
It's very difficult actually to lose in 2 moves, if you must know the truth. It's not that easy at all. It's very difficult to lose in 2 moves. You literally have to be asleep at the wheel. You have to be asleep. So it is 10 a.m. We're going to start in about 15 minutes. I'm hoping for more subscriptions on early with
I wonder if there has ever been a legitimate game with fool's mate.
That's a good question. Hao Yifan lost the game to Fool's Mate in an online very serious event because she was protesting. I think it was even in Gibraltar. She might have been one of the reasons why the Gibraltar tournament was canceled. She lost. Thank you so much, Jaggy Master. I'm going to be right back. I will be right back. Coffee. And then hopefully, I know my daughter's podcast is playing in the next room and I'm
I
streaming.
heard
So we're gonna
Gibraltar
see
was
what we can
cancelled
do.
because the venue no longer exists.
Cross our fingers. Just turn it down a smidge as I'm streaming. Not a big deal.
BRB.
I think it's okay. Just get here.
땡크 유 포 서브스크라이빙 DMZ 갬빗
Hi, it works.
All right, let's do this. Have a hub. Poker workbook.
Twitch works. Yay.
Not entirely did I want to close that. I wanted to close it a little bit. Then, where did my remote control go? Oh well, we'll worry about that later. That corner is always a little dark. Twitch works. Yay, indeed. I had to restart the stream. I upped the resolution, the latency. I confirmed that I do not have a lesson after this. You may have actually heard the dings on WhatsApp because the computer is attached to the WhatsApp. So we could have started even later. And we will check.
Oof, I don't have WhatsApp.
Why don't you have WhatsApp? You have a cell phone. Holy crap. We reached 780 subscribers. That's awesome. Thank you all so much. So we are starting in 1 minute. Early in 1 minute. So we're starting early in a minute. Last call to join. This is quite lovely. I am going to try the NCS, the non-copyright music stream randomness again, if possible. Hold on, I have this YouTube and I have that YouTube. Where's that YouTube? Oh, I forgot I had one minimized for the Naroditsky Memorial Rapid and Blitz. That's very cool. So we're going to look at this one. And then I'm going to look at this one. and NCS music. No copyright. We're definitely going to try to put some tunes on. I'm desperate to find non-copyrighted music that we can play on a regular basis with sound. Just a little bit, it seems like it's too loud. There we go. All right, so D4. I have to make up my mind on what I'm playing here today. D4, I'm just gonna match the center. How about that? We're just gonna match the center with E4, E5, and D4, D5. That is all I am doing today. We are gonna play very standard chess if we can. Good luck, Ren. 111. Van Sharma. We have got it, but I'm going to get a little edge in the center just in case we're going for it. Maybe Lauren has improved my inspiration to play the terrace defense. We're gonna see if D4 is still refuted just as it was in the past. Daniel Dubov has basically ensured that it is going to be C5. Here we go. This makes it easy just to attack the center just the right way, and it's going to be, what would Tarash play against the, would he play the Berlin? No, we're going for something richer just in case we want to. I did make a mistake there, and I shouldn't have, it seems. But we're just going to play for it all. For it all. We have to get moving. Though it seems we might want to
You
brush
have black in
up.
every game. Usually the player having the Simul has white in every game.
I need to do a lot of simuls where I catch up. because I have so many more whites because of all of my simuls. If you can look on my profile page, I wonder if it tells you how many simuls I have given. I think it does. But because of the number of simuls that I have given, I'm going with bishop c5. Wasteland through the highways. Can I get him to give up on the center? I don't know. I mean, who's playing white here, right? Who's playing white here, it seems. Most of my opponents are playing the London, so I'm white anyway. Right? Royal Deception. I love the Scotch. By the way, Mayhem and the Scotch by Fidel Corrales is quite a good. Alright, I have to play this line. Alright. He is insisting that I take his pawn, so I must take his pawn at least once. E6. Wow. First Queen's Gambit of the day. Bishop E3. Not recommended by Fidel Corrales. You know what? Let's increase this just a little bit. Guys, play complicated positions.
What is your opinion of opening books in general? David Proust does not like them.
That is why David Proust is a grandmaster. What year did he earn his grandmaster title? And I'll tell you, that's the year that he did not realize the value of books. How about that? So d4, e4, bishop c4. We're going to just go traditional here. I'm going to play the reverse Grunfeld. I feel like the reverse Grunfeld is so good for white. He's threatening to play bishop takes c6. I feel like...
He doesn't dislike all chess books, just opening books.
Okay, now we're talking. I kind of agree with that, although I do believe that there are opening books that are very useful.
He is an IM and has 3 GM norms.
Does he have 3 GM norms, David? It's just that his rating is too low? This is the only drawback, by the way, to playing d5 in answer to d4, is that the London is actually good. We're going to... Why are we having trouble with this? It's not that easy to understand. Get out of dodge. Wish I could pre-move in some of these simul games, but I cannot. So the Ponziani. All right, let's see how much my opponent knows. We're going to play that line.
Yes. His tournaments are usually very good or very bad. His very good tournaments got him the norms, but his very bad tournaments have held back his rating.
I'm sorry to hear that. That's very sad in a way. But, by the way, there are so many people like Sindarov who says he's never actually opened a chess book. That is quite crazy. Like, obviously, he has had help from chess books.
He has said that on stream.
Yeah, but opening books I absolutely understand. I don't understand how opening books will help you, honestly. You need to learn how to win at chess. You need to learn how to win at chess.
Hikaru supposedly has never read a chess book from start to finish.
Oh, I believe that. Chess books in general are already meant to be queen to c5 is also a very good move there, attacking the c3 pawn. But I like the development, just to get my development in. So c3, all right, here we go. We are off to the races, folks. His bishop is already out. Let's continue to get That's interesting. I expected bishop to b5 in reply to d5 there. Veritas, good morning. Wow. d4 on the ninth move, eh? All right. I wonder what bishop g5 is all about. What kind of an anti-marshal is that? We can always shift gears for another one. Interesting. Oh, we do not have that lesson. So castle's queenside. Rook e8. Have to throw that move in. I want to dabble with the open variation of the Ruy Lopez. It is quite good according to Stockfish. So I'm very curious as to how that one's going to work out. Let's see what he does on h6. This usually leads to tragedy. All right, moment of truth. Going with my old favorite line. It's gonna attack a free pawn. Now that I've talked about it before. The delayed deferred exchange variation. So I think e4 is the correct move here. But I'm going to go with bishop g4. This is not your average Coley attack. Interesting. So here we go. We have bishop to e3. Oh no, I'm talking about this with colors reversed here, actually. CD, CD, knight D, bishop D. I am in a bit of trouble here, so it doesn't look like I have much of a choice but to just defend my center. Can I do it that way? Or do I need to do it this way? Let's just do it this way. I've never seen that move before, so let's just do it this way. Rook e1. Knight, bishop g4 and knight to d7 are usually the patented answers. I think we're taking a free pawn, but I'm not sure, but we'll check to see if we're taking a free pawn in this case. This is a very different move. I believe I can retreat. I believe that I can retreat. We'll know in a moment if this is the right move that we're looking for. All theory, sir. Still theory. Bishop to g5. We're just going to pretend as though this is not happening. How about that? All right. Moment of truth, everyone. So is he threatening knight takes e5? He is threatening my bishop. That much is true. First things first, we need to equalize the position in our eyes, just in case we get here or there. I don't really want to. This is such a strange position. I think it's still okay, indeed. Indeed. Maybe I'm not getting up a pawn in this deal. So what's going on in this position? All right. I need to finish my development. And he's not finished with his either. We're going to wonder why. This is interesting. I feel like I can just keep attacking. Not sure why we're going to offer draws in this position if we wish to attack. All right. It's true. The pawn structure is not much to write home about at all. So, do we have a deal? I don't know. Let's see what we get out of this. So H3. It's possible that that is going to just be another normal draw, it seems like. Huh. He has the two bishops. So H3. I mean, this is just ridiculously equal with better pawn structure for me if he wishes to. Wow, I didn't take on C7, thankfully. The reason why we do. The reason why we lose. I think I have lost my queen there before. When I moved too quickly in a simul, I have lost my queen there. That much is true. I like my big center. I do. I do like my big center. I do. Knight takes, knight takes. It's very annoying that I have to actually let him castle. I don't like it, but I think I might have to let him castle. I like his king being in the center, I really do. It's a thing of beauty. It really and truly is. Let's just pay a visit. All right, H4. I could be in trouble here. Let's get that one out of the off the hook. Let us get that one off the hook. How about that? I really like the idea of having the two bishops, though. I really do. I don't think I can keep them. Unfortunately, I do not think that I can keep the two bishops as much as I want to. So here, there, and everywhere. Got another one coming. So what are you trying to do here? Keep me from castling? Let us see. Oh no, sir. You did not. Mirbir Atel. Mirbir Atel. Mirbir Atel. All right. I'm down a pawn, or am I? D3 here. Very strange. So he's escaped the first part. Bishop to b5 check, bishop takes b5, knight to d3 check. Looks like I'm barking up the wrong tree. It seems pretty bad. Symmetrical pawn structure, the two bishops, you may have me here. It is very difficult to get out of that one. Wait a minute, what happened here? That was the last game to go? 14 are still playing. Alright, what's going on here? Reload. I need to disable lead chess tools. They're not letting me go back to the final. Play. Simultaneous. Uh-oh. What's going on here? So there are 14 playing. I am hosting this Simul, mind you. Okay. Maybe that'll do it. Am I going to get another one? All right. Whew. That's close. So bishop to b3, eh? Is h3 going to bother me? For a moment. It'll bother me for a moment. Light shine through. Let's just keep aggressive. Let's stay aggressive. For you, for you, for you. I'll stay aggressive. What's the worst that could happen? Alright, so now he's finally threatening c4 possibly. Veritas. Do I really want to? Not really. Let's just keep developing. Let's just keep our stuff going. All right. Still in this for a penny, in it for a pound. Let the light shine through. It looks like we're winning a pawn out of this deal. Maybe even more, actually. That was one that I thought that I'd already won there. Takes, 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 takes. Alright, so now he's got even more going on that I'm a little worried about. Alright, Rembo. Trying to get to that square. It seems to be the bonus. I don't want you castling. Bishop takes, pawn takes. I just have to keep attacking for what it's worth. For what it's worth. Really? You're just going to do that to me? As though it matters much to me. Got a strong rook and knight. But for what? To what end do we have a strong rook and knight?
Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who hear my cries and watch me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Where are you going just now? I don't see it. But what are you doing? Let's just have some fun with the most thing of it do. This is what we were playing for, just in case. It looked almost inviting.
Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes
This is really ugly.
my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. I wanna taste your content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption, breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Just wanna be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Counting like the four-leaf clovers in my lap.
I have lost my last 4 rabbit games on Lichess. I am feeling even more pessimistic than usual about my chess.
But why are we concerned with results? I understand that that is our system of measurement. But why? 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 Why are we concerned about results? What's up with that? What is up with that? Bishop takes, it seems. Here we go. Try to not focus on the results. Seriously, do not focus on results. I don't know what I did that for. I am going to be...
Winning is more enjoyable than losing.
It is true. Winning is more enjoyable than losing. However, I should have gone to E1 in that case.
It's hard for me to get over my fear of losing.
Why do we have a fear of losing? This sounds like we need a page from the Book of Five Rings. In the Book of Five Rings, what was I thinking? What was I really thinking? It's... oh. Feel it. Oh, I don't have that. It looks really bad, it seems. Why didn't I just win right away? It's very cool indeed here. I could lose this. My opponent offers me a draw. I don't know about that. Not after the previous move. I know why you're offering me a draw. You think I don't know why you're offering me a draw. Can I play just what I wanted to? What's going on here? I don't know. Did he spend enough time?
should have given us more time, like 10 minutes.
More time? That is crazy. I'm the one that's going to run out of time. Traditionally, I have always run out of time in these, by the way. So knight f6 check, queen takes, queen takes. Knight f6 check, queen takes, king moves. All right, I'm game. Let's see what we got. I will rough this attack. I will rough it. Bishop takes, queen takes. Yeah, I could be losing, or I could be okay. It's all a matter of taste. I'm not sure if we really thought this one through, but okay. Only one. Wow. That's a really good one. Superhero. Do I need to worry about this? Oh my god, I'm losing. How could I be losing? Wow. Can't believe I'm losing. So you played there, and you're taking with check, right? Oh no, that's not a good move. I can probably let that one go. Right? Because I just hung a piece. I wasn't paying attention. Wasn't paying attention at all. So now he's threatening mate. Yeah, I hallucinated. Me plies. I hallucinated. I'm not a big fan of this, that's for sure. Not a big fan. Uh-oh. Did I just lose? I think I lost to a beautiful technique, to a beautiful tactique. If I did lose to a beautiful tactique, then I am very happy about that. Here a check, there a check.
I am never happy when I lose.
I don't blame you. Wow. I'm just toasted here. He's got two minor pieces. I have the worst king. Oh no, I didn't.
Did I
Really?
tell you that I kicked my chair after a horrific loss earlier this year?
Kicked your chair? I just basically...
No way I won.
Yes, you won. I know you were short on time, but when I lose, I lose. I don't dirty flag in Simuls. There's no rating points. There's nothing there to go for. You played a good game. You played a very good game. Let's go back to the previous one. Are there still Simul games going? Wrong crew. Which game were you again? Chef Master? Are you a chef? So knight to c6 is better than c takes d4 by a hair. Fair enough. And knight c3, by the way, is what you're supposed to be playing for here, in case you didn't know. Knight c3, you were playing a Jobava 11. Oh, you are Ram?
111a.
Alpha I'm Rod. That was very good. You can use all of the BoxBot TTS. I think we can do TTS help. BoxBot. So knight to c3, rook to c8, queen to d2, and I should play knight to c2 check right away. Yes, I should. I got a little crazy here. Wanted to play this. f6 should be good. I did play f6, bishop to b5 check. And I should play knight to c2 check one more time now that I've got to take away from. And then by playing e5, I'm completely toasted. This is forced. I mean, a6? Yes, maybe. Maybe. That bishop can be challenged. When you find e6 check, that's what I was worried about. I was actually worried about you finding e6 check, knight to d4 check, and knight takes bishop. And if I take my bishop off of it, you can move your bishop. And you are relatively okay here. Because you're going to get castled if I do nothing. But I was worried that you'd find e6, so therefore I rushed things with knight to c2 check, rook takes c2. What was happening on rook takes c2? I always have this move, yeah? Yeah. And you can't stay guarding. But do you have e6 check again? You might have it. Oh, you take with check. That I don't like. I also don't like queen a4 because I'm trying to get this move in. Oh, then you just play knight d4 just like I feared you might just do. My queen has nowhere to go. Wow. Yeah, I was really worried about e6 check in almost every variation. I wasn't even looking at queen takes d5. I was worried about e6 check. And obviously I have no advantage after e6 check. I didn't realize you were possibly totally winning here, but I played this move thinking that I was going to be okay. Queen takes b5. Rook takes c2. Can I do that? No, you're just totally winning here. Totally winning here. Totally winning here. I thought you were going to put me out of my misery with queen e6. But once your king is safe, then I really am completely toasted. This was not you, though, right? This was Chef Master. So you ran 111A. Let's go to it. Yeah, I hung a piece. I forgot that your rook was on g3 for some reason. Castles is best. I was trying to mix things up. And just b6. You did great here, sir. So I played a g6, thinking that it would transpose, but you have knight takes c6 right away. You didn't see it right away. You saw it on the next move, which is annoying. So I have to play this move. I'm committed to playing this move, and I'm not a big fan of f4 and e5 being so good. Scotch is a tough opening. Not sure why I didn't play queen h4 here. I am a big fan of queen h4 and queen f6. I think the last time I looked at this, I wanted to play queen f6 as Ron Hay played against me. You dealt a mighty blow to me there, sir. A mighty, mighty blow. Queen f5, I could have just agreed to a draw. And here I just forgot about your bishop. This is fascinating, I have to admit. This one is really, really fascinating. Why did I play this move without looking?
qf6, I just play c3, and you can either go to the same variation or you have a worse position, I think.
Well, I mean, it's all worse for black. It's all the same degree of worse for black. There are only 3 moves black can play in that position, but you played really well, and then I hung my bishop. You played really well, and then I hung a piece. And I was telling this to Paul 184 earlier when he said that he only won a game because his opponent blundered a bishop. But people blunder pieces under pressure when they are experiencing some pressure, right? So queen e7. But no, queen f6 is a viable third move option. The move that you should play that keeps me from playing it is the move knight to b5.
You had the pressure of being in a Simul. My opponent had no such excuse.
I love it when you stand up for me, sir. I was listening to this comedian who says that her boyfriend always stands up for other guys when he's not supposed to.
I won a CMOTB like yesterday, LOL.
Nice. So she basically says, a guy cuts me off on the freeway and I yell at him and my boyfriend goes, I think he was just trying to get to the exit. And she's like, why are you defending him? If you want to defend him so badly, if you like him that much, you should get off on that exit too and go settle down in Connecticut there. I don't understand. And it was a very good point, right? Like, why is he defending someone he doesn't even know? The mistake that guys make, just defending random strangers. I want to thank everyone for being here. I'm anxious to see if this no copyright sounds really works for me. If it does, I'm happy. But overall, it was a good one. And we are, believe it or not, going to, hopefully we'll raid for the second day in a row. I don't know if we can. No, I don't think so. Did I raid Botez live
Is
yesterday?
the stream ending? I have to leave in 10 minutes to meet 2 people for lunch.
Yeah, please stick around for the raid, although I know you're on kick. I have more watching on Kick than I do, and I need at least 5 on Kick, and I don't have enough there either. So, if we are going to raid anyone, I have to think about who we're going to raid. I can't believe she's still streaming. She rated me. I wish I could reciprocate the same
If
way.
I was watching, I don't know if I...
Oh no, you really disabled your account. That's craziness. DMZ, thank you for the sub. I appreciate everyone who's on YouTube. Namaste, everyone. Paul184, thank you very much. Run Crew 708. Matcha Latte Bob. Namaste. Thank you for being here. MJHFC and DMZ Gambit. Namaste and thank you for the subs. Why host time 50 minutes? Because I usually run out of time. It's all poetic. That's all it is. Cheers and ciao, everyone. Have a great day.